All right, good morning, everyone. Today, Paul Shinn, the premier Model A YouTuber, is coming to the house to check out our 31 Ford Model A. Paul and I go way back. We've been good friends for several years. We did a video before in the past. I'll put that video at the end of this one. But up in Michigan this weekend is the Model A. I don't know if it's like a national convention or gathering, and unfortunately I can't make it this weekend, but Paul is going up there, so he flew into Chicago. He's going to drive around the lake, go up and enjoy that. So if you do love Model A's, I highly recommend seeking out that event. You can find the information here, at least for this year. By the time this video comes out, unfortunately, it'll have already passed. But he's going to come over, check out the Model A. He's checked it out once before. I don't think he drove it, though. Him and his lovely wife, Tina. So that is what we're doing here this morning. We're just going to wait for them on this chill, brisk day. But the Model A actually started up perfectly right away. So we're going to be doing some fun Model A stuff today. Hi, Paul. Welcome to Illinois.
I feel welcome. Thank you, Zach.
You're going to drive the 31 Ford.
Love this car.
Yeah.
What
can you tell me about it? Because you know more about this car than I do.
I doubt that.
Okay, what body is it? We've had this argument.
Oh, this is a 160A. No, is it a one? No, it's a 160B. So this is the deluxe, which means it has the wood grain. It's fake wood on the dash. It's just painted metal. It has the cowl lights. The dome light is behind the rear passenger's head instead of being in the middle of the car.
Oh,
which means the switch has to be over there somewhere. This came with carpeting, although you have carpet in the back here. So it has the mohair seat, which is goat hair. I guess you could say that it's more luxurious than leather, fake leather, pleather, whatever. But other than that, it was pretty much the same car as the 160A, the standard.
You want to hop in, Dad? Go for a ride?
Sure. Stash that. Oh boy.
I never get to do this.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing. We've never ridden in this.
You've never ridden?
No, we've never ridden.
You and I at the same time? I don't think so.
I don't think, oh, you can slam.
Actually, you know what? Once, the last time your dad ever drove it, I was in the back, you were in the passenger seat.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah.
But that was, God, that had to have been like 2017?
Drive this car for the first time?
Yeah.
I'm actually nervous.
Oh, are you really?
Why?
Yeah, because this car's special. This isn't isn't just a 160B. This car's special. This is part of Zach's family.
Prepare to be super underwhelmed.
Yes, absolutely.
I doubt that. I don't even know where to go. I have no idea where we're going.
So, yeah, we can guide you. If you want to take a left out of the cul-de-sac.
Oh, we need to adjust your clutch, Zach.
Haven't even made it 10 feet.
Yeah, all of it, yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of notes.
Yeah, yeah.
This nice wood grain.
This is beautiful.
So cool.
Cold.
The little wild chicken up above,
Yeah.
guiding our way.
That's actually the one you gave us.
Yeah, that's the hood
your-
ornament you gave us.
Yeah.
The flying chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has
Go
another-
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some road construction. Well, we're going to hit road construction either way, but...
Happy spot.
Good question.
I might have to send you a carburetor, Zach.
That's all good.
Paul, what are you driving right now?
I'm driving a 1931 160B. That is a Ford Model A slant window four-door. That is an integral part of the Pranel family. And I'm very nervous.
Don't be nervous, you're
This
fine.
car drives nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with this.
Well, hopefully you'll get the shaky wheel. And we can ask
yeah.
Has it got death wobble?
No, our driver's side rear wheel wobbles.
Well, also, no, the steering wheel also. The steering wheel also. Also wobbles.
Okay, so most wheels on the vehicle wobble in some type of fashion.
Oh, we need to adjust your brakes too.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely,
yeah.
So I assume we go right?
You could go right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's.
The safest back here?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're supposed to go slow on this road because they're under construction, but no one ever does.
We have a saying in California. It says we have 7 months of good weather and 6 months of You guys, come on. This thing drives great.
Well, you know, it's funny because I'll take it to like the hardware store and stuff, and just to pick up stuff, or the grocery store. And people are like, "Oh, yeah, there we go." And people are like, "Oh, what? You got it out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I had to go to the grocery." In fact, I went to the hospital or the doctor's office because there was no other car available. So I'm like, "Well, I guess I'm driving the A today." So good.
When I was telling you, Paul, this has been the most reliable car we've owned.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Most
I bet it
definitely.
is.
Yeah.
I've driven it when my Mazda was down.
Yeah.
Nick drove it when his Durango was down.
Yep.
Sweet. I would
works.
I would daily this. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
At the stop sign, take a right.
Okay.
My favorite is four doors. It's just so fun how
Yeah.
the back doors open suicide. It's sweet.
Well, the four doors are so easy to get into and out of that rear seat. I've seen Zach doing car reviews, and he's like, trying
Oh
to.
yeah.
It's like it looks like. Oh, there's the death wobble.
There's the death wobble.
wobble.
So I had to make an appearance for the
So there-
video.
Oh, that was it's
Oh, yeah.
special.
So,
Is it the bearings?
No, it's the front end.
Oh, okay.
oh.
But I see like Zach, and he's trying to get out of one of those cars, and it's like he needs a can opener to get out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this thing, no, not so much.
Oh, yeah. The room back here is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, now she's warmed up.
Yeah, let her eat.
Now she's free. Oh, there it is.
There's the death wobble.
So you go like this.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
It seems to happen when there's 4 people in the car. That's the most often.
Yeah, the more weight, it seems to do the wobble worse.
Yeah.
What Gary meant to say, that seems to happen when your kingpins are worn out.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There. Well,
No, it takes.
Just don't jerk the wheel off.
there we go. Once you get it to stop, you can
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kingpins. I'll show you what to do.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Let's see, so now I gotta send Zach a carburetor, I gotta send him,
Clutch, brakes, brake pads, lining. It's the Ecto 1 all over again.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Right here. Yeah.
Never stop recording.
Well, you said off the record, so I took
Right.
it off.
We had to talk some business, so we had to pause for a second, but we're back.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Now that that terrible piece of business is over.
Yeah. Right.
Well, you say off the record, I'm like, okay, I better stop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't include that. First of all, that would bore the audience to tears.
Yeah.
But I didn't want it. I didn't want Zach drooling on camera.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so brake adjustment, carburetor. See what else we're gonna say.
Start making the grocery list.
Send you a set of kingpins and the bushings. And okay. I mean, realistically, like you and I could do this in the garage in a weekend.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, this car would be set.
Wow.
Yeah, this car didn't need much.
Really?
Nah,
I'm actually very shocked by that.
no, this car's great.
How long have you guys had it for now?
Gosh, since
Since 2018, we've had it, but it's
Yeah,
been in
it's
the
about 5
family
years.
since '85.
Yeah, nice.
So coming up on no, keep going straight. 'Cause
Yeah.
that loops back
Sorry.
around. We'll take a right.
take a right on this one, and you can take another immediate right, so we get
Yeah.
off of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, you gotta push that hard.
Yeah,
It's a workout.
yeah, it is.
That's how I feel with my Roadster.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
a little bit of a workout to stop it.
You can go right here if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tina's Roadster has a 7-tooth steering box for the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
We're gonna change it out to a 2-tooth.
Yeah. It's like driving a boat.
really?
Yeah. You move the steering wheel and it eventually follows suit.
Oh,
Yeah, see, now I got a couple of reasons for you to come out to California, Zach. You gotta review a Roadster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Top
yeah.
down, top
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
I'll take you up on that. I need to
Zach's
make a
going to
trip.
California to go topless.
That's right.
That's been my thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm driving roadie today, topless.
Nice.
Legal in 22 states.
Right. Zach's gone wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So So that's the trick, though. We got to get the young people involved, and the way to do that is to not be a grouch and say, "Don't touch,
Right.
don't even get close."
Yeah.
The way to do it is to say, "Yeah, touch it, feel it. It's not going to hurt the
Absolutely.
car."
Well, talk
That's what we
about,
did.
because the last show, you opened up the doors, and then everyone else started opening up the
Yeah.
doors.
What was funny is, so for years we would actually at the car show, we would open up our car and we have a sign that says "Get in." Like literally,
Oh,
that is the
nice.
easiest, fastest way to tell people, get in the car, enjoy it, have fun. And people go, "Oh my gosh, seriously? Like I can get in this thing?" I'm like, yeah. Get in the back, get in the front. And we play old 30s music
Yeah.
Oh,
on a
nice.
Bluetooth speaker. So everyone's like, oh, they're kind of in the mood of, you know,
Yeah.
the old.
Yeah.
So I have had, I don't want to like get all emotional, but I've had people, older people, younger people, kids love it. They get so excited about it. I mean, they talk about it. It becomes this big thing. And I even had a guy who came up and he was an older person and he was actually deaf. And so at the very end, I said, thank you for coming out. And he was like, oh, that's great and wonderful. And so many connections were made because of this car.
Yeah.
Well, the last time we went to the car show, so we had the sign, get in, everybody got in. Well, it's funny because the person next to us started letting people get into his car.
Ah.
And then the person across from us people get into his car. And we became this popular end. We were at the very end of the row. And everybody was flooding down because it was the experience. And you can't get that in a museum. Museums are awesome, but you can't get that there.
Don't go past
Yeah.
the ropes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
So to do that, you're absolutely right, Paul. Get people in the cars and let them, because you can do nothing to this thing.
I know.
mean,
It's seen
Yeah.
it all.
It's
Yeah.
seen it
It's
all.
seen it all.
It's 92 years old.
Yeah.
It's a tank. It really is great. And the kids love it. And parents, I can't tell you how many parents have said, oh my gosh, thank you for letting them experience that.
yeah.
And
So-
they talked about it in school.
They
And that's-
exactly.
Yeah, I'm
yes.
sure.
So anyway, that is really the big
Well,
thing.
even
about it.
auto journalists, because I took this car to
Yes,
the
that's
Lincoln
right. Yeah.
Nautilus
Yeah.
launch event. Like
Yeah.
Lincoln put on this event for us, so I was like, I gotta take the old Ford.
Yeah.
And like everyone was like looking at the new car and stuff, and then a bunch of people came outside, and I gave them a ride. Like
Yeah,
they were
see,
writing
that's
about
the-
it,
yeah.
taking pictures, and like
Yeah.
you know, people even in the industry. I let my good friend Robbie drive the car because I think the oldest car he had driven was like a '60s Mustang or something like that.
and you're
so
like,
I beat
"Here,
it by
hold-
like
hold my
30
beer."
years. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah, exactly. yeah.
But even like people in the industry like loved it because
Yeah.
no one gets that experience. So
Yeah.
yeah, super cool, and it's been a lot of fun.
But
So
it is the thing to hook people, younger kids especially. When
Yeah.
they see it, and then, you know, when they can actually get into it and play around with the stuff or whatever, that's just the best thing.
yeah,
That's how to create a future for it.
Exactly.
yeah.
Because if they don't know, they don't see it. I mean, seeing it drive down the road, that's one thing, but getting into it and messing around with it.
Smelling it, feeling
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
everything.
Exactly, yes.
Everything,
The
yeah.
whole experience of the car, and that's why we put on the old 30s music, because it really adds to the old
Yeah.
ambiance of the whole thing.
And I will say, Gilmore lets you drive Model Ts, I believe.
Oh, do
There's
they?
a class
okay,
that you
yeah.
can take.
That's good.
We're
That
doing
lets
that actually
you-
this weekend
Oh,
for
really?
Model A's, too.
Nice.
awesome.
Good. Excellent, excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always
That's
wanted
a
to go
good
up there to drive a T because I've actually never driven a T.
Dude.
We drove one. It's hilarious.
Really?
Okay, when we go, next time you're in California, I will set it up.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh, that would
Let's
be
do it,
good.
yes.
There you go. That would
We
be
got
great.
you covered.
You guys have pretty mild winters too, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe
okay.
maybe
Our winter's like
December,
your
January.
summer, you
Yeah,
know?
maybe January, February. Let's set something up and so I can get the heck out of here and
yeah.
do some
Yeah,
stuff.
Does it snow here?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we get
God,
feet.
we get feet.
Like
of
Yeah.
snow.
plows have to come.
Oh,
plow
big
this.
time.
Wow.
Well, and so we're on a little cul-de-sac. We rarely get plowed.
rarely
That's
get
why I got all-wheel drive in the Mazda, and I have the
Oh, so
snow
you can
tires,
get out.
so I can actually get out of here.
Yeah.
And they have an all-wheel drive
It's
Mazda
so gorgeous,
now.
I
And
can't picture snow here.
No, it's
oh yeah,
It's gorgeous today.
Yeah, yeah. But this is probably one of the last weeks of like warm-ish weather. It was chilly this morning. But. So, do you have any idea about color codes, or I know these are factory yellows, I believe at
No.
least. No.
No.
Cool.
Well,
Never
no. Somebody tried to emulate the Tacoma Cream, and that's way too yellow for Tacoma Cream. Tacoma Cream's almost beige kind of. It's weird because it's like it's got a little yellow and a lot of white.
Dad, these aren't the original color wheels.
Oh, really?
They're emulating.
They're
the
emulating,
original
but they're
color.
not.
You have-
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't. Okay, so first
Am
of
I
all,
video recording?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
So most Model A's came from the factory with a two-tone paint job, minus the trucks, some of the commercial vehicles, but almost all the passenger cars had a two-tone. So this is probably Kiwani green, or attempt to be Kiwani green over black over Kiwani green, with Tacoma cream wheels. So it would have had a Tacoma cream stripe on the lower part here.
Oh, interesting.
Went around.
To match the wheels.
Yeah.
Okay.
So especially on a deluxe, so this is a 160B, that's the deluxe slant window. For sure it would have had a more stylish painted wheels, and the stripe would have matched the wheels. The standard would have just had black wheels, but you have the deluxe.
Yeah. Yeah. Fancy. Don't you
Deluxe,
forget it.
That's right. You also have the windows that roll down, the corner windows.
Yeah.
I think these are called. And what else? Well, besides that, you have the cowl lights, which most people nowadays, they just convert these to their forward-facing turn signals.
Mm-hmm.
But the cowl lights, if the light switch is in the straight up and down position, it's off. And then there's low beam, there's high beam, but in off you go backwards one, and you have cowl lights and tail lights. And theoretically that was for parking when you didn't want like blinding headlights. They were just enough to where you could just hit the car in front of you, barely. Of course you have the flying chicken on top.
Yeah,
which is
a gift of you from
very
last
nice,
summer,
very ni- oh.
which I believe this is a genuine one, correct?
that is a genuine
Yeah.
one. Yeah, right.
Because there are some reproductions. But
Yeah, the reproductions are good.
Yeah.
They're really good, yeah. It's really hard to tell the difference between an original and reproduction. You have to look underneath
Okay.
to tell.
Interesting.
So the other thing is, now normally on a 31, this would be painted body color, and then the lower part would be painted black. This is an insert. There's just tabs back here
Okay.
to hold it into the radiator shell. But sometimes you see them just painted black top and bottom also. So since this is a black over green car, not very uncommon to see it painted black also. What I like about this car is you don't have the side mount spare.
Oh.
See,
I kind of want a side mount spare.
no,
but,
you
okay.
don't. Trust
Okay.
me. So Tina did a whole video on side mount spare. So they're pretty. They look
Yeah,
really
they look
awesome.
great.
Okay, small downside, especially for guys like us who are gravitationally impaired, is you can only open the door this far.
Oh.
And if you need to work on something in here, especially this is the side of the motor with the starter, your electrical fuse usually mounts there, your electrical box and all that, you have to go like this to get in here. And then what Tina pointed out in her video, the worst part is if you get a flat, let's say.
Yeah.
Unless you have the skinny Goodyear tires that fit in the slots okay. Most people nowadays, the Firestones, and even if you have Goodyears and they got a lot of miles on them, they're probably puffed up a little bit more than they were
Yeah.
from the factory. You have to let the air out in order to get it out, and then pump it up, put it on the car. And then same thing in reverse. Let's say you fix the wheel or whatever, you go to put it in, you actually have to store your spare not aired up.
Oh.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
you can't get it in and out of the...
Yeah. Good to know. I always thought it looked super cool, but I guess
It
yeah, in
does.
practicality.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
But practical wise, no. So I'm very pleased to see that this car does not have
Yeah.
the side mount spares for your sake.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
But for everyone else's sake that just sees the car drive by,
Yeah.
side mount spares are...
Maybe we'll build like a fake one, like a magnetic one. We could just yeah.
Fiberglass.
Yeah.
I
plywood.
could 3D print one.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll
you
keep
print-
our lunch in it.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That actually would be pretty
Yeah, and you could
hilarious.
open it up.
That'd be
I used to have a little
Just make
Hot
it to where
Wheels.
it fits this curve
Right,
right here, so
exactly,
it just sits right
right.
on it.
Yeah.
Well, there was a
like a
little
magnetic,
Hot Wheels
yeah.
carrying case when I was a kid that
Oh,
looked
right,
like a
yeah,
tire.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, just get one of those.
Yeah, you could
If
take-
you had one of those, you were cool.
I was very cool as a
Yeah,
kid,
yeah, yeah,
as you would know. So,
Yeah.
well, cool. Well, thank you for giving us a tour of our own
Yeah,
Model A. We
exactly,
appreciate
right,
it, and
yeah.
thanks for driving it and coming out this way.
Thank you
Hope
for
you
letting me
enjoyed
drive
Michigan.
this. Oh man, this has been so much fun. What an honor to drive the Cradle Family Model A. Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Well, next time. Well, I think next time I'll see you will be California, is what it sounds like.
You've got to come out to
I'll come out. We'll set something up. So thanks for coming out.
Dude, it's such a pleasure. Thank you.